Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl April. Today's video is going to be a Forex analysis for the week of April 18th to the 23rd of 2021. Before I begin, just a quick disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor, not a Forex specialist. Therefore, even though that I've had my own successes, I cannot advise you on what you should or shouldn't do for your trading. So always make sure that any sort of trade plan that you execute, that you're executing it for your own benefit or not. And then make sure that you consult with any financial advisors or anything. And you always make sure that you use proper risk management in regards to the reward that you are seeking. Just make sure that that matches. And I am not responsible for any personal financial gain or losses that you accrue by listening to my video. Now, normally when I do these, it's a blog and it's funny because I can kind of add a little bit of spice flavor, yeah. But I don't know what happened today. It was nothing was working, so I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna make a video. So I hope you guys like the sound of my voice because this may or may not get long. All right, so we're gonna go over three pairs. We're gonna go over Euro AUD, Eurocad, and Ncd Usd. Now, out of the three of these pairs, let's see, I'm in on my Euro AUD. And then the Eurocad and Ncd Usd, those ones I have pending orders for. May or may not hit, we'll have to see. All right, so for Euro AUD, I always start with my analysis with a top-down analysis. So let's just say this wasn't here, like none of this was here, right? I always start with the monthly and I work my way down. I'm a position trader, so therefore usually I'm not going lower than the daily time frame when it comes to a lot of the resistance and support levels that I'm making. Trend line is always based off of my monthly. And honestly, I'm a very naked trader, as in charting, not clothes. I like to stay clothed, thank you very much. But the charts that I use, it's very basic. So I'm using investing.com, and I just really draw my support and resistance levels, or PSRs as I like to call them. I look for wide open spaces, so those are spaces where price hasn't been for a really long time, which here's a huge one. And I look for reversals because position trading long term, those are the kind of trades that I like to stay in. That way I don't have to try to manage my the trade that I'm in on for a daily, weekly basis. I can like kind of set it and forget it and just lock in profit as I go. All right, so this is the monthly time frame that we're here on. As you can see, this pair has broken this long-term uptrend that it's been going. Well, it's basically at a point of most likely consolidation or ranging that would happen with this particular pair. So we're still waiting on trend reversal confirmation. But most likely, if you see the way that price moved, what was this, 2020 March 2nd, how they had this really big wick right here, this is telling me there's a lot of people, a lot more volume of money that is in a short than there would be a buy. Okay, but as you can see, this pair had gone up since 2012. All right, and it finally reached its peak in 2020 in the beginning of the year, and then boom, went down from there. So honestly, if you think about long term, it makes sense, right, for this to go down. But again, we're in the present. I'm gonna zoom this in a little bit. And because we're in the present, you see here, even though it broke, it's retested this trend line to see if possibly it might be able to get back into this uptrend. Is it likely? Not not really, but hey, you could try. But just so you know, this kind of warns you that this area is going to most likely be an area of consolidation and high volatility. Let me go down to the weekly time frame for you. And I honestly love this website when it comes to doing charting. It's just so easy. Everything is just super easy. All right, so as you can see, I am saying that there's a range area of 1.5707 to 1.5267. So basically from top to bottom, that's the area that you can see ranging. So any trading that is done there, just be careful, beware, make sure you're putting, stops where you need to put them, make sure that you're trading a plan, you stick to that plan. Remember, the trend is your friend until it bends. So until you see a pretty significant break of this area, I haven't drawn a trend line for this yet because I'm waiting for the trend to officially break, because otherwise might as well keep the uptrend, right? So we want to see this consolidation area trade lower. So past that 5267, once we're in that range, we know, okay, confirmed, it's going to keep going down. So if you are a consolidation trader, like you don't mind the back and forth and stuff like that, really good area to trade is going to be in this 1.5267 to about 1.52, probably 83 would be really good pending orders. And if you're like me, waiting for the pair to just drop significantly and just fall off a cliff, yay! The area that you're looking for is anywhere between the 1.5707 and probably as low as 1.5643-ish, but just be looking for areas of opportunity in those higher levels. All right, and as you can see, last week, let's go to the daily. It traded pretty high last week. It went as high as, see, daily, so it went as high as 1.5678. all right, so that's almost just as high as, weeks prior. That's why I say you want to kind of get into that 1.57-ish, kind of just watch out for that area. So when it comes to your stops, just be mindful of that. But there's a lot of consolidation right here. Lots of consolidation going on. All right. So as of right now, we're still kind of seeing higher highs. So could it reverse and continue going up? Yes. But again, like I said, I don't think it's likely. But that is that pair for today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now clear my screen, and I'm going to go and pull up the chart for, let's see. I'm going to pull up the chart for Eurocad. The great thing about long-term trading, position trading, is when you do a chart and it's a really good technical chart, these charts I barely have to touch up, and I mean I've done them like years ago. All right, now I'm going to go into CAD. The only thing about this website is that if I switch to another chart while I have the charting information on a previous chart, sometimes they'll autosave, which I don't like, but that's probably the only downfall. So to prevent it from auto-saving and saving a chart for something else under a different chart, I just clear it and then start over. Alrighty, let's go right here. Okay, So for your Eurocad, look at how pretty this was. Look at this huge drop. Like, it just makes you fall in love with Forex over and over and over again. Like, oh, if only that could have been me. And it's funny because this right here, I put this months ago, but I was trading other pairs, wasn't following up on this pair, and then when I came and I thought, okay, I'm gonna see if there's an opportunity on this one this month in April, I realized the best opportunity probably was in March, but I wasn't looking at this pair, so missed it, but it's okay. In case I get the opportunity again, I have a pending at 1.5217. And so as you can see with this one here, let me scroll out and zoom in or zoom out. This one had a long-term uptrend, basically the same as Euro AUD. So it's kind of like, that should kind of give you a hint, right? And as you see how hard this one fell, but usually certain pairs correspond with each other. Again, what do I know, right? I've just been successful on my own ventures in Forex, but I would kind of pay attention to something like that. That's why I personally wouldn't want to be in a buy on Euro AUD. But as you can see, long-term uptrend finally broken, and now what is it doing? It's retesting that particular trend line. So that's why we want to make sure we have our pending set, and could it possibly go a little bit higher? Yeah, it could go as high as, you know, this previous resistance level before it falls back down. So that's why I have my 1.5217 there, because I'm anticipating that it's going to at least try to hit that trend line before going back down. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. If we get a confirmation, okay, so basically what I'm saying here is that it's going to retest, which it's in the process of doing. So the zone that you want to look for opportunities is going to be as low as, here, let's put about 1.5137 to 1.5230. All right, so be looking for areas of opportunity to sell, and to sell hard. Okay, like with this one, I'm not even planning on putting a partial, which is basically, for me, I call them scouts. So it's just a smaller position in case it goes against you the opposite way. I'm just going to make sure that if I need to, if wherever I get in at, I have, you know, enough, what do you call it, like leeway, I guess you could say, to make sure that my stop doesn't get hit. But again, that's why I like to do pending orders versus just right in the middle of a live market. All right, so those are your window, that's your window of opportunity. 1.37? Yeah, 1.37 to, or not 1.37, 1.5137. Yep, 1.5137 to about 5230. And even though that's a large range, again, you're looking for opportunities. So that just basically means when you're seeing a lot of consolidation, when there is you're looking for previous support and resistance levels. That's why I have mine a little bit higher than just where this trend line is. But where this trend line is, it's coming to 1.5167. So even there, it might get a little spicy, but I anticipated at least trying to reach this resistance level before it continues back down. And your wide open space of opportunity is going to be greater than 800 pips. Right? And then the last one we're going to go to is the Ncd Usd. USD. Okay, hopefully I don't lose my stuff, because I just realized I didn't. I didn't get out, but I'm trying something new. Hopefully I didn't F it up. All right, so Ncd Usd. As you can see, another long-term trend broken. Right, that's why I love position trading. It's just so much easier than all this craziness going on. All right, so let's see, long-term trend broken. We've already had these resistance levels broken. Now it retesting this area of support. Remember, previous resistance is future support. So as you can see, it was resistance, it surpassed it. Now it's coming back down, which is support. See, look at y'all, learning something new. All right, so previous level of support that it is testing is the 0.6964, and as you can see, it rebounded and now it's going back up. Let's kind of try to zoom in. So I have a pending long on this one set if we get an opportunity, because there might be a pretty decent amount of consolidation in this range right here. So I have a long set at 0.6943 to 6977 is going to be that area that you want to buy. This is not a pair that you would want to sell unless you are doing short-term selling. So you're shorting the market because you plan on day trading it, scalping it, whatever, then sure, short the market. But if you plan on staying in for the opportunity of thousands of pips, like, I'm super excited, like, woo, look at this, all this wide open space. Again, what is that? That's basically the space where price has not been in a long time. Like, whew, just make me all spicy on the inside, like, yay. But yeah, so we definitely, if we can get in, great. If not, obviously there's other pairs that you could have looked into, but for me, this is definitely only a buy. And like I said, if you're going to be shorting it, make sure that you have a plan, you're trading that plan, place your stops, and good luck. Right? Okay, so that concludes the video. Okay, hopefully this wasn't like, you know, definitely long. Sorry if it is, but I hope you learned something. Hope you like it, and keep watching. Stay tuned. Check me out on my Patreon for more videos like this. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so I know whether or not you guys like these kind of videos. But I do miss my blog writing, so I'll probably try it again next week so I can put my funny comments. But yeah, so check me out on Patreon, YouTube, obviously you guys can see this, and Twitter at CaramelNatural6. All right, thanks for watching. Deuces.